Welcome everyone to the Side Draft Podcast. And Joey Logano puts it to the Xfinity guys after 2 weeks of the Cup guys losing, or actually 3 weeks, to the Cup guys not having a win. Logano finally gets another Cup win for the Cup guys.
Yeah, it was hard. It was hard to really beat the Penske guys. Both of them was really good.
I had a lot of Cup guys.
A lot of Cup guys.
Had Joey, you had Keselowski, you had Larson, you had AJ, you had Austin Dillon. But we're here to review this race. Very wild race. We had some rain in there, and it was
a real exciting race. I mean, it was a lot of fun watching, driving in the rain, and just seeing a lot of fun racing and a lot of strategy going on. So it was really fun.
So to start out this race, we had Joey Logano, of course, winning the pole. Penske won too. Brad almost got the pole, but Logano seals the deal there. And Austin Cindric spins in qualifying. He had a really good qualifying car, just couldn't complete it.
Yeah, he spun around and hit the wall and tore it up, so he had to get his backup car out. So started in the back.
And just to note, there was practice, but it was raining. Most cars didn't make a run. They probably regretted that.
Yeah, I believe the ones that might have practiced in the rain got a little experience with what the track's going to do in the rain. Some of them didn't want to go out, mess their cars up, or wasn't sure if it's going to rain on Saturday or not. So I believe the ones really benefited was the ones that went out and practiced in the rain.
So lap 5, we had Tommy Joe Martins in number 78. Lost the brakes, gets into the wall. Not a place you'd want to lose the brakes.
No, not at all. So it's really not going good in a race car not have brakes. So.
Especially at a road course where there's heavy braking. You don't have brakes, you're just gonna, yeah. Austin Dillon, though, in number 3, running top 6 pretty much all day until he misses the inner loop on lap 11. And if you miss the inner loop, you have to stop in the straightaway there, or the very short straightaway. I don't know what to call it, short chute or something like that. And they stop, wait for a couple cars to come by, and you just lose a ton of track position if you do that.
Yeah, it's really good they don't put any kind of barrier right there. Cause if you do miss a turn, you got a place to run off, and you can continue your day. Ain't sure how long he got to stop. I mean, he stopped and lose a lot of positions in there, so he continued on.
Joey Logano leads all the stage, just dominates the thing. Brad Keselowski not too far behind him, but he would pit with around 3 to go, so not really a threat for Logano to lose the stage. But for the number 5, Michael Annett, he had a pit road penalty of 5 to go. Went through too many pit stalls.
Yeah, NASCAR had a lot of penalties on pit road. And 19, well, no, Michael Annett, he just went through too many pit stalls. I don't know, was the pitting on the right side, and it just confuses everybody sometimes.
Yeah, and number 19, as you were saying, he was in the wall, 2 to go, in the stage. Not a caution, though. That's the cool thing about road courses. People can do whatever they want and still no caution for it.
Yeah, that's good because if they can continue on, they just don't want to throw a caution because as short as the race is and it's a long track. So as long as they get going. And then also the number 60, Cindric, he spins again on the final lap of the stage, but no caution.
Then your top 5 would be Joey Logano in first. Second, we'd have Kyle Larson. Third, we'd have Daniel Hemrick. Fourth, would have Justin Allgaier. And in fifth, would have number 5.
Yes, and then after the stage, that would cycle through, and Keselowski would lead off for that one.
Yeah, in stage 2, Brad Keselowski will stay out to lead. Brad and AJ would just have this awesome battle between each other, but Brad would eventually prevail. Car spins around in the carousel, number 35. around lap 25, but no caution for him. Lap 27, we would have a huge crash, though, with Justin Haley and Matt Tifft. I don't know what happened. I guess Justin Haley just spun around, and
I'm not sure. It's like Justin Haley's going around him, and Tiff, I don't know if he come up on him or I ain't sure what happened there. The communication or whatever, they got spun around and ended their day.
Terrible damage for both of those cars, but it was good timing for a caution because, like, up in the sky, it's raining, and everyone would need to come and get rain tires. It's not like F1 where you choose when you need those rain tires. It's mandatory when you take them, because stock cars are much more difficult to race in the rain without them. And so everyone would need these rain tires, but Larson, before he gets them, he just wants to say goodbye to the slicks, I guess, and just spins around.
So why we need rain tires? Oh, okay, that's why.
That's why we need them.
But I ain't sure if he just got hard on the brakes coming into the pits or something. He just spun around and no damage or anything, and but he got to the pits.
And the number 98 of Almirola had a pit road penalty. Too many men over the wall.
Yeah, it was a little confusing at first, why that penalty was. I believe the tire man could stand in the box, but he couldn't be halfway in, across the box, with Almirola within 2 pit stalls away. So that's why they called the penalty on that.
Yeah, NASCAR has mandated only 0 guys are allowed in the pit box.
Yeah.
That would be crazy. The drivers would have to get out, and man, that'd be crazy. But the racing in the rain would begin. 7 to go. And the Penske guys are just all over the place. They are not liking the rain. They're just...
Yeah, because usually the Cup guys don't really, put rain tires on. They hadn't had a whole lot of experience racing in the rain. I know some of the Xfinity guys have other tracks and got to race in the rain. So they have a little bit more experience there than the Cup guys. So I believe Brad, he's spun, turn 1?
Yeah, both of them had issues in turn 1. So
yeah.
Penske calamity corner, I guess. But then AJ is just running away with it, just having a heyday out there, just enjoying the rain.
He said, let it rain, let it rain. I'm having fun. So I think he got 3 or 4 seconds?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, he had a big lead going there.
The 01 of Benny Miller then decides to go bowling. Wrong race, though. This is the Zippo 200, not to go bowling. So what happens? He strikes out into the barrier. 5 to go in stage 1. Lost his brakes. Just, again, out of place.
Yeah, a lot of brake issues. Yes, it had to, because the Cup races there this weekend, too. It had to go bowling side, and that's where he went and tried to knock the pins down, which was the tire barrier. So they had a red flag for that to fix that, and I'm glad he's okay and really good for the safety of the race.
Yeah, and then red flag, fix the barrier, which the rain would come and go at that point. And now we have a strategy. Do you want to keep the rain tires on and possibly have a risk of blowing them up? Or take them off and risk the chance of spinning out because there's a few places where there's still rain. And no one knew what to do.
Yeah, I believe it was a good time for the caution there because the rains went and they had some, where they raced on the track and it drives the racing groove a little bit. But under that caution, Brad would come in and say, get these wet tires off of this thing. I want back on the slicks. So.
Get these demons off of me. I don't want them. And AJ would win the stage. He manages to stay out and keep it out there. And then we'd have the 37. Actually, it should be Justin Allgaier. I guess the notes didn't put the number. They put 3. I was like, who's the 37? Yeah. But Justin Allgaier was second. And third was Larson. Fourth was the 20 car, Christopher Bell. It seemed like he would just come alive in the rain, but then as soon as the rain went away, he just disappeared again. Daniel Hemrick in 5th.
Yeah, Daniel's doing pretty good. He's finishing high in the stages, so he's good at that team.
Stage 3, we would have Ryan Preece taking it to the Cup guy again at New Hampshire.
Ryan Preece is really good on his restarts. I mean, he just went right past Brad, but Brad, he always comes back.
Yeah, we saw even at New Hampshire, he was just taking it to Brad Keselowski, but you just can't seem to keep it. Brad has always been able to just easily pass by him a few laps after that. Number 1, Elliott Sadler, lap 47, spins around, no caution though. Brad would take the piece of candy back, number 1 place, around Ryan Preece there. But then green flag pit stops would commence. Strategy would take place. We could have Brad Keselowski in the 12. He would take 4 tires. He thought that was more valuable. Would have Kyle Larson not taking any tires, only fuel. We'll see how this goes out for these people. At Watkins Glen, you'd see tires don't really matter as much.
But AJ, he would have trouble on pit road.
Yeah, unfortunate for him. He was just driving it away there. Had a really fast car. It would be a 1-lap penalty, is pitting outside of the pit box.
Yeah, he just slid right past the line when the fuel man engaged the fuel can. That's servicing the car, so he's out of the pit box, and that's the reason he had to come back in for 1-lap penalty.
And then we would see Larson versus Keselowski after the entire pit strategy just rolls out. We'd have Larson, no tires, Keselowski versus 4 tires there for the lead, 20 to go. Who would prevail? Wouldn't matter because the caution would come with 15 to go.
Oh no, there's a caution coming out. So
that would bring more competitors to these guys. We'd have Ryan Preece up there, to Joey Logano up there, a couple Xfinity guys up there who would eventually get it. Caution was out for Josh Bilicki in the 45, and Keselowski would lead on that restart. And they would have a slow car on the track with around 10 to go. Brad's like, dang it, I was so close.
I almost had this thing. So, yeah, Hecker, I don't know what happened to his car. He missed a pit stall in pit lane trying to get in. And I don't know, something happened to the power on his car or something. He just couldn't get back around. And he comes to a stop. That bring out the caution.
It's also notable that Kyle Larson just loses all the power in his car, and Larson's out of this. Won't go 4 straight Xfinity races that he wins.
So I'm not going 4 straight because Christopher Bale was going for 4 straight, and he couldn't get it done. And Larson, he was going for his 4 straight time in Xfinity win, and he didn't make it. So it's tough to get 4 in a row.
We've seen that even in the Cup Series. Harvick goes for 4 in a row, blows up, or actually wrecks in Larson at Fontana, and then Kyle Busch going for 4 in a row, wrecks at Talladega. So that's how it goes.
It's the 4th in a row curse.
So if you win 3 races in a row, prepare yourself. You're going to have a terrible time. But Keselowski would lose the lead to Logano. They went 3 wide in turn 1, and Logano just drives away with it. Keselowski manages to run him down. We had this awesome battle for the lead. We thought it would be easily Keselowski's day.
Yeah, I thought Brad had a lot better car, and he was really catching him. But I believe he locked it up in turn 1. Drove it in a little too hard. Didn't want to wreck Joey, so he spun himself out.
That could have been trouble for Penske right there. Just again, Penske calamity corner in turn 1.
Yeah,
strikes again, and Logano would just go on to just cruise to a 2nd race win of the season.
Yeah, I would like to see that number 12 car get a win this year. That'd been pretty awesome for that team. They was running strong with Brad. And I mean, he would go all the way back to what 15, 14 or 15 when he after the spin come back, and he still raced his way all the way up to 10. So he had a really fast car.
Yeah, and also notable to mention, AJ, the guy who was a lap down a few laps ago, finishes second.
Wow, that's awesome.
If he had another caution,
Yeah,
we'd be talking about AJ right here. But
that's really good for the GMS team. The number 23 car really showed a lot of strength in the race.
And speaking of the number 23 car, at Road America, we will be having a Hall of Famer get back in the car. Bill Elliott will be driving at Road America in a few weeks.
Wow, that's going to be really exciting to watch.
I saw that on Twitter and I thought everyone was joking. But yeah, it's really cool news there. Really weird though. You wouldn't expect that to happen. Would be cool if we would have something like that happen on the Darlington Throwback Week. At least one Hall of Famer would come back. But for the Xfinity Series, we're going to Mid-Ohio next week, while the Cup guys and the Truck guys are going to Michigan. So we'll be making our picks for Mid-Ohio. So who do you think will win the race next weekend?
I really like Daniel Hemrick. He really showed a lot of strength in Watkins Glen. I think he'll be really good at Mid-Ohio.
I'm going with the 7 of Justin Allgaier. I think he's running very well there. Again, not sure who's going to be in the 42 and 22 and all that, but I think the 7 is going to win the race, Mid-Ohio. So stay tuned for that. We're going to go 3 wide next week with Trucks, Xfinity, and Cup. It's going to be very interesting to do the first time we'll be doing 3 series in a row.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty awesome, right?
So stay tuned next week. And also congratulations to Joey Logano and Team Penske. We'll see you then for Mid-Ohio.